Good morning, YMCA family. I'm Jennifer. Thank you so much for yoga-ing with me today. I'm so glad that you are here. Remember, together we are stronger, right? And so therefore, we're starting off our Tuesday, our mid-morning Tuesday on a great note together, you and me. I'm so glad. So what do you need today for yoga? Well, you need a mat or a nice clear space or a blankie. Whatever you have is great. And of course, it wouldn't be a class with me unless we stretched our hamstrings. So you're gonna need a band or a strap or a towel or a tie or something. If you're very flexible, you might not need anything at all, but I've got that band. I'm gonna set it nearby and we'll pick it up when we're ready. And there's some water too, right? If you need some. You remember, get water when you need it. And remember, as always, you do you, right? However your body feels on this fine Tuesday, give it respect, pay attention to it, and just make sure that you are always gentle with that body. Your body feels differently on different days. It's a little chillier today than it has been. You know, it's spring, weird weather. So remember, certainly when it's a little chillier outside, your body is sometimes a little bit tighter. So however you feel today, it's all good. Just pay attention and do what you need to do in order to feel comfortable. All right, so are you ready? Is that everything? Do you have your band, your strap? I think it's time for us to get started. Alrighty guys, let's go ahead and get some stretching and some breathing on, and then you will definitely be ready for the rest of Tuesday. So, hands on your knees, lift up nice and tall, and let's close your eyes. Good, come inward, check in with your body, and just notice how it is today, how it is while you're seated in your space, wherever that happens to be, in your yoga pants, and here on Tuesday. So let's breathe deeply wherever you are. Inhale, expand that chest. Exhale, empty that chest. Let's just move some breath through the body. Complete breath in. Full breath out. That's our Dirga Shvasam, our 3-part breath. So as you take in another deep breath, feel that tummy expand, feel your chest expand, and feel your collarbone rise. As you exhale, that collarbone drops, chest contracts, and the tummy comes in. 3-part breath, tummy, chest, collarbone. Exhaling through the collarbone, chest, and tummy. Check in with your 3-part breath. Lovely. Let's continue that breath now and throughout the day. But as you breathe, go ahead and tip an ear over to a shoulder and get a nice bit of length there as we give it that gentle dip. And up tall to the top, go ahead and dip it to the other side. And up, very nice. Take the chin up to the sky. Maybe go ahead and jut that lower jaw out over the uppers. Push that chin upward. Release and then slowly drop the chin to the chest. Good. While you're here, you might want to just gently turn that head a little from side to side. A little rotation, a little movement. Bring that head back to the center and lift your head out right back up to the top. Good. So a little bit of looseness into the head and neck. Let's open up that chest a little bit. So bring your hands on around behind you. We're going to park just your fingertips on the floor. So those fingertips park. Let's squeeze your shoulder blades together. Open up the chest and look up to the sky. So that heart center reaches forward and up. And if you'd like, you can even walk those fingertips a little closer together. Open, open. And release. Sliding those hands to those knees, dropping the chin to the chest, scooping round, seated cat stretch. So as you scoop here to this cat stretch, you might even hinge back a bit. Give yourself a little bit more room. And lovely. Lift up tall to the top. Beautiful. Let's give ourselves a little rotation to one side. There's a little easy twist. And then we'll twist to the other side. Good job. Back to the center. Let's breathe. We're always breathing, but let's breathe a little bit more today, a little bit more focusing on that breath. So I'm going to park my right hand over here on that mat beside me, scoop my left arm up to the sky. We're going to inhale, lift tall, and then exhale, drop over to the right. So let's vinyasa this, right? And inhale, lift up. Exhale, drop it over. Take a couple of these. Inhale to lift, ground those hips on the mat, and then really reach as we stretch into that oblique. How about two more? Inhale, and exhale. Lovely. One more time. And fantastic, up we go, other side. So bring that hand down, scoop that opposite arm up. Inhale, lengthen, extend up to the sky, and drop over. It should feel like a nice reach. Inhale, and exhale. How about a few more? Move at your own pace. Lovely, lovely stretch. And up tall. Good job. Lower down. Float both hands back to those knees. And again, a little wiggle. Just do that little wiggle just to kind of check in with things, see how they're doing. Here, again, as we're checking in, lift up tall, shoulders over hips. Lovely, long seated posture. Fantastic. Then let's go ahead and release those legs. We're gonna make our way out into a nice hero pose. We're gonna do that reclining today. But in the meantime, let's go ahead and grab a hold of those thighs, lift up, nice straight spine, and then as you can, pick your feet up off the floor. So we're balancing here on those hind parts. We're gonna make our way out into boat, Navasana. So you're gonna hang onto your core, float your arms forward, and let's just gently reach those legs out. They don't have to straighten all the way. You do you. But there's our boat. From our boat, bend your knees, float yourself here into balancing lotus. There you go. Finding that center. Hang on to that balancing lotus. Let's reach down. Let's grab a heel or a calf, and let's find half of a balancing bear. Center, and the other half of the balancing bear. Good, good. And then the full bear, right? There's our balancing bear. So it's just our boat. We're just hanging on to those legs. Hang on. As you can, release your bear. Bring yourself back into boat. And then we'll go ahead and lower those legs down to the floor. So those legs come on down. Let's point those toes forward. So reach those toes down towards the mat. Pull your toes back. There's our demi point. And flexion. Press forward through those heels. Lovely. Once again, toes point. A little demi point, and and flexion. Good. Roll those ankles around, big slow circles. Both ways. Nice. Relax. Relax those legs. Relax those feet. Very nice. Let's sit up tall here into Dandasana. Park your hands on the mat. Lift up through the crown of the head. Flex your feet and reach those heels forward. Up, up, up. We are all about being tall and lifted. So take a breath. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, breathe in. And sliding those hands back, let's go ahead and press up into reverse plank. Lifty, lifty those hips. And lower down. Very nice. We're gonna press up. If you can, park your right ankle on top of the left, and then same thing, take a breath and just push up those hips. Lower down, swap out the ankles. Left ankle on top. Inhale, breathe in, and push those hips up, up, up. Ears are lifted. And very nice. Down we go to the mat. Untangle those ankles, relax those wrists, wiggle out those legs. Let's give it a nice twist. So I'm gonna pull both of my legs over to the left side of my body. If you need to find a mermaid position instead, please do. And we'll give it a good spinal twist. So let's float your left hand over to that right knee. We're gonna send that right arm forward, lift tall to the sky, and rotate to the right. There's a good twist. Nice little squeeze. We'll come on through the center, give yourself a little counter pose. Twist over towards those legs, and then back to the center. Good job, other side. Take those legs over to the right this time. Lift up tall, right hand to that left thigh. Left arm forward and up so that we can really extend through that spine before we twist to the left. There's that squeeze. And lovely. Around we go, counter pose, over to that first side, and untangle. Nice. Bring those legs on around. We are gonna go ahead and come down onto your mats, onto your backs. So make sure this fella is just nearby. So relax it on down, hug those knees into your chest. And then once we get there, let's go ahead and flop the arms out to the side, T position, so that we can rock those knees around the body. Maybe make some figure eights. That always feels nice. There we go. So a little swoopy swoop of the knees. Maybe one more. Good. Center it up and park those feet on the floor. Let's open up those hips a little. So just gently flop the knees open. There's our reclining butterfly. Chest opens, hips open. You can even wiggle out those hips if that feels right to you. Good time here. Check in with your 3-part breath. Tummy, chest, collarbone, collarbone, chest, and tummy. Excellent. Drawing those knees back together. We're gonna go ahead and let's press up into just a bridge before we make our way into that reclining hero. So let's park your paws on the mat just next to you. Little bit of space between those feet, and then we'll take a breath, push those hips,
right on up into bridge. Lift those hips, squeeze up those glutes, and let's roll through the feet. So maybe roll those heels off the floor, roll the heels back to the floor, maybe lift the toes off that mat, and float them back down. So just a little rock here through the feet. Give it one more before we just take our time and slowly roll that spine to the mat. Roll it down carefully and then gently maybe hug those knees into the chest. Scoop your nose up to those knees, release your spine, itch the nose, yes, yes, and down we go. Good job. A little easy rock there. And then let's park that left foot on the floor and that right ankle on top of that left quad. So send those hands or your strap behind that left thigh. Pull those legs in through the whole pose. Let's give it a good through the whole pose here. Stretching into that glute. Soften up that neck. Good, good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And release. Lovely. So left foot parks on the floor. Arms out to the side, T position. That way they're out of the way. We're going to flex that right foot and that lower body is going to drop to the left. So it's a little spinal twist. We're really maybe stretching this and feeling this more into the right oblique and into that right hip. Be gentle, allowing that foot to come closer to the floor. Nice. Roll yourself back to the center. Then we're going to push the right knee over on top of the left. So those knees are crossed. And we're going to flop both knees to the right. So spinal twist, opposite direction. Maybe feeling a little length into the left hip this time. Back we go to the center. Now we're ready for that reclining hero pose. Picking both feet up off the mat, reaching your hands down, grabbing both ankles. And let's just pull your heels back here beside those opposite hips. We're going to take a breath as you can and then scoop and lift the nose up to that top knee. Take a breath. And down we go. Very nice. Untangle those legs. And since we're here, let's go ahead and pick up your strap. Loop that strap up and around that right foot, and there's that hammy stretch. Now it's a good Tuesday, right? Stretch those hammies. Push that right heel to the sky. Pull down equally on both sides of whatever strap-like material you happen to be using today. Push, push, push that right heel up to the sky a little bit more. Let that right leg float a little closer to your chest. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, breathe in. Let's reach up. Let's take that strap into just that right hand, and we're going to allow that right leg to melt out to the side here. There's that inner thigh stretch. Many hip openers today. So push that right heel out to the front. Work on maybe pulling that right leg a little closer to your body. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. And release. Release that strap. Release that right leg. Wiggle that right leg out. Give it a shake. And then bend it. Right foot on the floor. Good. Let's try the other side, shall we? Let's first start with that left ankle. Place it here on top of that right thigh. And then hands or strap behind that right thigh. Oh, that through the whole pose. Also one of my faves. Good. Easy shoulders, easy neck. Just focus on that lower body. Good. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, breathe in. And exhale, release. Right foot to the floor, arms out to the side. Flex that left foot. Lower body drops to the right. There we go. So that knee points to the sky. Relax into it. Are you hanging on to your tension in that upper body? See if you can't exhale it. And fantastic. Roll yourself back to the center. Push that left knee over on top of the right, and then both knees flop to the left. So there's that little flop. A little twist, a little length into that right oblique. Breathe here. And back to the center. Ready for that hero pose. Pick that right foot up off the floor, reach down, grab those ankles, pull those heels back towards your hips, and then we're just gonna gently scoop the nose up to the knee. Scoop it up. Breathe there. And then de-hero, untangle, and pick up that strap. And we'll stretch out the other side. Oh my goodness. There's that hammy stretch. And let's just even up that body. So left foot flexes, left heel to the sky. Easy neck, easy shoulders. Good. One more breath. Inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, up we go. Take that strap into that left hand. Open that left leg out to the side. Inner thigh stretch. Just finishing up that nice lower body series. Good, good. Inhale here. And exhale. And inhale. And exhale. Release that left leg. Stretch that left leg down and out along your mat. Go ahead and stretch the right leg down and out along your mat. Wiggle out both legs. There we go. And let's go ahead and take both arms up to the sky. Reach tall. Reach up. Energy through the fingertips. And let's go ahead and extend the arms back behind you. Reaching those fingertips to that wall back there. So as those arms reach back, you're going to feel those ribs open up to the sky. That nice arch in the spine. Chest belly button, everything opening up here to the sky. Take a breath and relax. Go ahead and draw those arms back up and over. Bend a knee, reach down, reach those hands behind the thigh, and up we go to the top. Very nice. So once we've come on up, let's bring the soles of the feet together and we're just gonna fold forward. A nice, easy, open starfish. So maybe those elbows can just flop on around to the front of the shins and we'll just round forward. So fold it forward, hang out there. If your head is not touching your feet, go ahead and shake your head from side to side. Just gently shake your head no. Beautiful. While you're here, let's go ahead and walk your hands and your head over towards your right knee. And then we'll come through the center, walk everything over to the left. Excellent. Back to the center. Scoop, round and roll, up tall to the top, shoulders back, posture is lovely. Draw those knees in. We're gonna flip over here to your tum-tums. So however you would like to get there is just fine. But down we go onto those tums. We're gonna start with a cobra. So flatten those feet there on that mat, tops of the feet, relax on the floor. We'll take a breath, hands up underneath the shoulders, squeeze in through your glutes, and lift up. There's our cobra. Cobra is lovely. Shoulders down, ears lifted, float the hands back, thighs off the floor, flying cobra. Up, up, up. Very nice. Thighs down, hands down, and then push those hands forward. Elbows come to the mat. Derrieres are still super tight. We lift up here into our seal pose. While we're in seal with your ears lifted, turn the head to the right and to the left, to the center, chin down, chin up. Good, back to the front. Squeeze up those hind parts as you can. Press up into Sphinx. And then same thing, head to the right. Head to the left. To the center. Chin up. Chin down. Chin center. Take a breath. Back to seal. Back to cobra, and release. Chin, forehead, cheek, doesn't matter which. Bring everything back down to the mat, relax your glutes. Breathe in, and breathe out. Good, good. Scoop that right arm forward out in front of you, bend the right knee, reach back, grab that right foot, and let's just gently pull that right heel closer to your right glute. Got a little stretch. So maybe we'll do a little king dancer today. So just pulling that right heel to your glute. So as you pull that right heel to the glute, think here, check in with your balance. Even though you're on your tummy, think about that sense of center. Your non-wobble. Take a breath and release. We'll try the other side. Right arm reaches forward, left knee bends, reach back with that left hand, grab that left foot, that left heel, that left something. You can always use your strap here, but pull that leg in. Fantastic, release. So let's slide your hands here up underneath you. We're gonna tuck up the toes.
We're gonna press ourselves up into plank. So from here, you can just push right up into plank, or you can press up to your knees. It's your choice. So inhale, breathe in. Exhale, breathe out. Inhale, breathe in, and just push the floor away. All right, there's our plank. Fantastic. Inhale, into down dog. Exhale, back into plank. There we go. Let's take a few of those. Inhale and exhale. Lovely. Inhale and exhale. How about two more? Inhale and exhale, and inhale and exhale. Very nice. Holding here, take a breath, and press one more time, back up into down dog. Slowly here, let's go ahead and maybe walk those feet forward towards those hands, and we find ourselves here in a forward fold. So hands reaching down for the mat, or if you can, maybe tuck your hands up underneath your feet for gorilla. And while we're here, another lovely stretch into those hammies. Hammies. Good job. Release, park those hands on the floor. We're gonna come on up into a nice three-legged down dog, or just a three-legged forward fold here. But if you need to, if your hands are not touching the floor, maybe you've got some blocks or some books, or you can stack those underneath your hands, or you can even slide your hands up onto your shins. But wherever you are, we're gonna take a breath, and we're gonna float that right leg up to the sky. So lift it up as high as it will go, up, up, up. And then slowly float it back down. We'll try the other side. Take a breath, scoop and float. Left leg goes up. And we float it back down. Good. Both feet up underneath those hips. Bend your knees. And let's go ahead and just sink down here. So maybe you can bring your chest onto those thighs. Widen your feet if you need to make a little bit more room. There we go. Excellent. Relax your head and neck. Chest on the thighs. Maybe wrap your arms here around your thighs. Hug those thighs. Relax the neck. Take a breath. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Relax those arms. Keep those knees nice and soft. We're going to slowly roll, stack, and lift ourselves up to the top. Head comes up last. And then once you arrive on the scene, let's roll the shoulders. Inhale up. Exhale down. And one more time. Inhale, scoop. And exhale down. Good, good, good. So we're gonna get a chance to lift those legs up and overhead one more time, I think. Right? In the meantime, take a breath. Inhale up. Exhale. Arms come down. Bring your hands to that tummy. Check in with your three-part breath. Tummy, chest, collarbone. Exhale. Collarbone, chest, and tummy. Lovely. All right, so the breath is continuous. The balance is strong, right? With your hands on your tummy, let's check in with your center. So gently roll one heel off the floor and set it back down. And then let's roll the other heel off the floor. So we're gonna have to shift a little from side to side, but let's try not to make that shift too apparent in the body, right? So we're just rolling and releasing. And rolling and releasing. If you're feeling a little fancier, you can even just gently pick that foot up off the floor. Do like a little mini stork, right? Just a little pick and a place. And I pick it up and I place it down. Maybe one more time each side, whatever you're doing. And lovely. All right, so those quads are feeling strong. We're getting ready to balance. So if you need to scoot yourself over to a wall to hang on to, please do. We're gonna find king dancer today, right? Balance is steady. Shift your weight onto your left foot. Reach down with your right hand and let's grab that right foot. You can even bring that hand underneath that foot. You grab that foot however you would like. So here we are, we've got that quad stretch that we just did when we were on our tum-tums. Let's float that left arm up to the sky. Good, lift up tall, find your center. As you can, maybe we hinge forward. Lift up to the top. Release that arm beside you. And let's make our way into pigeon, right? Since we're here, bring your hands to your heart. Cross that right ankle on top of that left quad. And let's have a seat. There's that pigeon. Have a seat into pigeon. Good, strong balance today. Float your hands to the mat. Float that right leg down to the floor. Soft knees. Take your time. Roll and scoop to the top. Good, good, good. Good, strong balance. Check in with your tummy. Check in with your center. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. We've got that second side, right? So keeping that center, shift your weight onto the right foot, picking up that left foot however you would like to, and we're gonna stay right here and stretch that left quad. Center it up. Maybe scoop up the right arm, and maybe king dancer. Lovely, up we go to the top, recenter, hands to the heart, left ankle on top of that right quad. Have a seat into our king pigeon. Breathing here, floating those hands to the mat, straightening out that standing leg. And then just floating both feet down to the floor. There's another lovely forward fold. Take your time, soften the knees, scoop, round and roll. Up to the top, shoulders back. And then one more time. Focus once again. Hands on the tummy, standing tall, shoulders down. Take a breath. And release. Lovely, lovely balance today. Step those feet nice and far apart on your mat. You're gonna angle out those toes just a wee bit and then float your hands forward. Hands float. Once you get down there, you can maybe wiggle out those feet, maybe stack up some books, place those books, your blocks underneath your hands. Relax the neck. If you are feeling flexible today, drop your elbows to the floor for ostrich. So another hammy stretch. We'll go ahead and push those hands down to the floor. We're going to take a gigantic step forward with your hands for hammock pose. So one monster step forward, bring the other hand out to meet it. So we're going to take your derriere, we're going to push the derriere up to the sky by sending your head back between those arms. What that's going to do, you push back there. It's going to flatten out that space right there between your shoulder blades. And we're going to really stretch into the back, into the hammies. Think about pointing your tailbone up to the sky. Up, up, up. And lifting up a bed, hammock pose. That's such a lovely pose. Step your hands back, 1/2 of a step, and let's give it a little twist and fan today. So pick up the right hand, reach the right hand underneath you for that left ankle, and let's look up to the sky. Look underneath your armpit. Release it so we can swap sides. Right hand parks, left hand reaches underneath you for that right ankle. Look underneath that right armpit of yours. And release. Bring everything forward. Let's go ahead and walk those hands back. So those guys are up underneath you. And we're gonna duck walk those feet in. Bring those feet together. Fantastic. And I'm gonna rotate here to the side. Since we're in that nice forward fold, hands on the floor, hands up on your shins, hands on some blocks. Let's go ahead and lift up into that nice 3-legged dog once again. So scoop up the right leg. Up goes the right leg to the sky. Push your nose to the left shin. And lower down. And the other side. Scoopy, scoopy. Lift it up. And lower back down gently. So both feet come on down. And let's go ahead and sink one more time into those knees. Maybe you can bring your hands to your heart and namaste. This is our garland pose. I have very short Achilles. I'm terrible at garland pose, so if you can sink down a little further, please do. And then we press ourselves back up to the top. Lovely. Step back. Down dog. One more. Excellent, excellent. Down dog. Release. Knees to the mat. Release your toes. Sit yourself back into Balasana and relax. Good. Stretch through that spine. You wiggle it out here however you need to. Beautiful. Take a breath. Scoop. Round and roll up to the top. And let's gently here flip over onto your backs. Just bring those legs forward. Let's give it a little supine rock. So hang on to those shins or your thighs, and let's just rock in a way that feels good to you. Right? Massage out that spine. Grab those thighs, those shins, wherever you would like. Touch the toes to the floor, or not. And then we'll come on down to that mat. Let's give it a little Apanasana. So park your hands over your right shin, stretch that left leg down and out along your mat, then flex both feet. Both feet flex. Good, good. Swap it out, swap the Apanasana. Fantastic. Both knees come on into the body. Both arms out to the side T position. One more easy spinal twist. So both knees flop right. Heads turn to the left. Roll through the center. Other side. Both knees left. Heads to the right. Lovely. To the center, give that body a little wiggle. And we're gonna set those feet on the mat and then go ahead and stretch both legs down and out along the floor. Good. Wiggle, wiggle, a little shake. you stay right there. You wiggle in to a relaxed position today for our remaining time. So socks, sweatshirts, couple of pillows. You snoodle into your little spot. We're gonna go through that body and we're just gonna make our way out into Yoga Nidra. So finding your comfortable position with those eyes closed, let's go ahead and just melt down into your mat. Checking in with your body and just feeling the breath. Let's let go of that Dirga Shwasam and just allow the breath to happen in the body. Feel that chest rise and feel it fall. Easy breath. Relaxing that body. We're just gonna sink everything into the floor. Let's move our awareness in that body, through it like a wave today. So we're gonna inhale into the feet. And as you exhale, I want you to soften the feet. Move your awareness up the body, up through the legs, up into the hips, into the core, all the way up into the shoulders, and then down and out the length of both arms. So we inhale and soften as you exhale. So move that energy, move that sense of relaxation up and out. One more time. Inhale into the feet. Exhale, softness and quiet up through the body and out through those fingertips. And with that body here now just supported by your mat, let's go ahead and check in with the breath. Feel that breath just animate the body. Feel the chest rise. And feel it fall. Feel that breath move through the body. And then from that breath, let's go ahead and focus on the mind. Find that gentle, peaceful, quiet space where you're always gentle, serene, and at ease. Let's go ahead and find that space. Relax in the peace and enjoy your body in its most natural state. Hover in this space of silence. Slowly and carefully, let's bring your focus, your awareness back into your space and back into your breath. So deep breath in, full breath out. Let's find that Dirga Shwasam. Breathe in to the tummy, to the chest, to the collarbone. Exhaling through the collarbone, through the chest, and the tummy. Deep, full breath in and out. And then as you breathe, let's start to wiggle those fingers and toes around a little bit. Bring some energy back into the body. Some nice slow movement. And if you like, you can roll over onto your side. Or even press yourselves up into a nice seated position. Wherever you are in your space, let's close your eyes and come inward. Thinking about your own uplifting idea, thought, prayer, or just a moment of silence. Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu. May the entire universe be filled with peace and joy, love and light. Shanti means peace. Om Shanti to you. Thank you so much for joining me today. I enjoyed yoga-ing with you. Hope you have a lovely, lovely Tuesday. Don't forget to hydrate, get some vitamin D. A little sunshine is great for all of us. And of course, as always, go wash your paws. Stay safe. I cannot wait to see you all again. Take care. Namaste. Hi guys, it's Jennifer in Montague, England. Thank you so much for working out with us today. Remember, absolutely, go wash your paws. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.